Hello friends, today I am explaining and sharing my knowledge about input-output in Java. Every programming language has input and output. The input so that the user can give input values, data and various operations can be performed on it. Output so that the result of any program can be displayed on a monitor screen. Every programming language has its own ways for taking input and giving output. Java has also its own ways. For output, I have written system.out.print. This is a statement for output section in Java. Here, system.out is a field which denotes by default the standard output device, that is monitor, and print is a method which displays the sentence or any expression written under these brackets to the monitor screen. Now, this output section has also two cases. That is, if I have written any sentence or any line under these brackets in an enclosed pair of inverted commas, then the output will be some different. And if I have written a single character or any mathematical expression under these brackets without any pair of inverted commas, then the output will be different. For this clearance, I have written a small program for the addition of two numbers, that is 10 and 20. For this, I have taken three variables of integer data type, that is a, b and c, and the condition is c equals to a plus b. I have given the values a equals to 10, b equals to 20. Now, I have written two statements, that is system.out.print under brackets and inverted commas sum of 10 and 20, and the second is system.out.print and under brackets c. The first statement will display sum of 10 and 20 as it is written, and the second statement, that is system.out.print, will display the calculated value of c, that is a plus b, and the expected 30. Now, the question arises, what if we want to do the addition for two different numbers other than 10 and 20 in the same program? And another question arises, how can we do it? For this, in this program, I have given the values of to a and b as 10 and 20 inside it, and for performing other addition of two other numbers other than 10 and 20, I can give the values to a and b during the execution time. This can be fulfilled, or this can be completed using the input section in Java. For input, using the keyboard. For input using the keyboard, there is a stream. A stream is required to accept the data or input from the keyboard. A stream represents the flow of data from one location to another. This is similar as a water pipe carries water from one location to another, and similarly the stream carries data from one location to another. There are basically two types of streams, that is input stream and output stream. The input stream carries data from one location, and the output stream writes or sends data to any other location. As these two input streams comes under the classes of java.io package. As we are using a keyboard for our input device, we have to write it in a code. We have to represent it in a code. For this, we can use a field that is in system class. There are basically three types of fields, that is system.in, system.out and system.earn. System.in represents input stream object that ultimately takes by default the standard input device, that is keyboard. System.out represents print stream object that ultimately takes the standard output device, that is monitor. System.earn also does the same function, but the main difference between system.out and system.earn is system.out is for normal messages and system.earn for error messages. Now, accepting the input from keyboard includes three steps. Three steps, very simple and easy. First, we have, as we are using a keyboard as an input device, we have to connect it with input stream. For this, I have written input stream reader obj equals to new input stream reader system.in. Here, I have created an object, that is obj of input stream reader class, and connected it with system.in, that is our keyboard. Now in a second step, I have written buffer reader br equals to new buffer reader obj. Here I have created a br object of buffer reader class and connected it with obj, that is object of input stream reader class. Here I have used buffer reader class because buffer reader got methods to take or read data properly. Now in a third step, we have read and read line methods available in buffer reader which we can use to read the data. So these are three simple steps for accepting the input from the keyboard. Now accepting a single character from the keyboard includes two steps. Very simple, that is, first we have to create a BR object of buffer reader, then we can use the read or read method of buffer reader class to accept a single character. That is, I have written character ch equals to br.read and the character ch equals to character br.read. Here in first statement, the character is a data type, ch is a variable, br is the object of buffer reader class, and read is a method which accepts the single character from the keyboard. Now in a second statement, I have written character ch character br.read. I have written this because the first statement will return an integer value. Integer value of that is an ASCII value. As we all know that integer value can't be held in a character value, character memory. So we have to convert it into character type. So I have written character char under brackets before the br.read. The character here is known as cast operator and the process of conversion is known as typecasting. Now accepting a string value through the keyboard. Accepting a string value also includes two steps. That is, first we have to create a character BR object of buffer reader class, and then we can use its read line method for accepting a string from the keyboard. Here I have written string str equals to br.readline. Here read line is a method which accepts a string from keyboard. Now accepting an integer value from the keyboard. Accepting an integer value includes some different steps. That is, first we have to take the input or the number as a string value. For this I have written string str1 equals to br.readline. This statement will read the number as a string value. Then in next step we have to convert it into integer value because we have taken the integer value as a string value. For this I have written int n equals to integer dot parseInt under brackets str1, the object or the variable name of string. Now I have used this, the parseInt will convert the string value into the integer value. This is known as parsing. Now, a very important concept should be covered in this tutorial, that is throws input output exception. Suppose a condition comes that while accepting a single character from the keyboard, the system will give an error, a runtime error, that is input output exception. This error will show due to reasons like insufficient memory, invalid characters. For this, as a programmer, we have to do something in this matter. For this, we have to simply write throws input output exception before the public static void main statement. This is known as exception handling. So whenever this type of errors comes, the throws input output exception handles the errors related to input and output only. Thank you very much. This is the end of my tutorial. I hope you guys got my points very clearly. Thank you.